All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rukakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And this is one of the reasons why they pretty much want to ban TikTok for videos like this. Because TikTok pretty much has a lot of truth in these videos, and they're pretty much shorts, video shorts, and they're pretty much one-hit quitters, so to speak. In the day and age now where people pretty much have a short attention span, these TikTok videos pretty much go straight to the point, and is very impactful. You know, this video pretty much runs a little length on it, but I wanted to do some commentary on this particular video here. And it's titled, "This is for the United Snakes of America. You deserve what's coming to you." Okay. Now, who you see here on the screen here, pretty much maybe a Dutchman, pretty much from Belgium or the Netherlands, that's pretty much living in South Africa. Okay. He also is guilty as charged as well as being a colonizer, because he doesn't belong in the land where he's residing at. But pretty much he has a bone to pick with Babylon here, and Babylon pretty much is being exposed in front of the whole world. The people are pretty much are of drinking enough of that Kool-Aid, man. They're pretty much drunken off of it. These nations pretty much now are mad. Okay, but now they're looking at this man's unrighteous decrees and his policies, and they're seeing that this man is a madman, so to speak. But these lower level E's don't know what the hell's going on. You see, they don't even know what the really hell's going on, because why? It's because they're not of that ilk. Okay, this is really the elites that's running this whole show. They're pretty much the faucet's pretty much drying up for them. Your everyday Joe Schmoes, so to speak. The resources are drying up. The benefit of that supremacy, okay, is pretty much the faucet's being turned off. But pretty much he's looking at, and just like the other nations, man, they're looking at the pride of this place here, and really this message is for the everyday Joe Schmoes that are pretty much residing here, and he's basically going into this hell to pay, man. There's pretty much destruction that's coming this way in the form of through policies, man. We already know that this is a systematic setup, okay, to pretty much bring this place to its knees, man. All right, so they pretty much could have their way, so to speak. But right before, without any further ado, I want to pretty much pull a precept before I play this video. This video is pretty much real impactful. But I want to start off with Job, the 34th chapter. All right, verse 29. Right. This is start at verse 29. It says, "When he giveth quietness, who can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against nation or against a man only." So Lord does judge a man by judge a man by itself, and he also judges them by a nation as a collective whole. Just like the Lord pretty much put hell on his own people, man. Okay, the whole nation went down as a whole, so to speak. Okay, so should Edom. Verse 30. "That the hypocrite reigneth not, lest the people be ensnared." And the hypocrite right now is reigning because why? It's the people are pretty much being ensnared, man. People are pretty much being ensnared by what this man's policies, man, and his unrighteous decrees, and he's pretty much gonna go get into it. And it's funny, is people here in Babylon are pretty much living in a great big Disneyland. That's what this place is. Every heart's desire that you may have, you can have it here. You know, you can live any kind of way you want to. You know, even whether it's immoral. You know, it's okay. Nobody's gonna do anything to you. You know, there's no judgment for that. You know, you live in the carnal pleasures of this world, man. This is Satan's paradise right here, man. This is ultimately Satan's playground, so to speak. You see? And the Lord's pretty much going to use this place as an example, man. You know? But what's the sayings that this place always goes by? You know, the Lord pretty much goes by the same standard principles how this place would judge people that they're against. You know, the whole thing of you reap what you sow. You know, these are the sayings that you had here in Babylon. You would hear these things. You reap what you sow. You know, what goes around comes around. You see? Chickens coming home to roost. You see? You know? If you can't dish it out, if you dish it out, you better be able to take it. You know? This is all under the umbrella of what you want to call karma, so to speak. You see? All right, so without any further ado, let's play the video and then I'm going to stop it here and there and give a little commentary. You know, but you know, this place right now is hey, the dirty laundry's out, man, on this place, man. Pretty much people are looking from the outside looking in. And he's gonna tell Babylon about itself. All right, so without any further ado.
Now let me get to the United Snakes of America. You Americans sitting there on your farmhouse porch in Wyoming, looking over the land, watching your cattle, watching your horses. You didn't have a word to say when your government basically wiped Libya off the map, bombed Libya off the map, bombed Iraq off the map, bombed Syria, bombed Yemen, bombed Afghanistan, bombed Yugoslavia. You had nothing to say. You were cheering on your soldiers. But you never, for one moment, imagined what it must be like for a woman, a mother, digging through the rubble to try and find her children under that rubble. For a husband digging into that rubble with his bare hands, trying to find his wife and his family. For a small child standing on that rubble, desperately trying to get to his parents that is buried under that rubble. You did not fucking pay attention. You just cheered your soldiers on. The vengeance of the universe is coming for you too. How it's going to hit you, I don't know. If I look at the signs, I can see the first thing that's going to happen, they're going to take all your money away. Because your country, your leadership has put you in debt that 10 generations cannot pay back. That's what they did.
And shalom to the brother that pretty much originally posted this video, you know, but I'm just adding a little spirit to it and put some commentary to it. The water brother, you know, but what he just said, you know, okay, this place is pretty much heavily in debt, and that's pretty much common knowledge throughout the world, man. That this place is pretty much talking excuse my French, cash shit to the world, when this place is pretty much in debt, man. You know, okay, pursuant to James the 5th chapter. You see, all right, this is common knowledge between the nations. Know this, man. The nations know that this place is in pretty much headed towards financial ruin, man. You see, so he said the first thing they're gonna do. He's talking to the everyday Joe Schmo, okay. They're pretty much, you know, the old hunk of the earth, you know, Mr. Top Gun, you know, cheers on your USA, and then pretty much, you know, death and destruction is being handled throughout the earth. Meanwhile, you know, they're still staying here at Babylon, pretty much closed off from the world. You know, this truly is one of those unwalled villages, man, that dwell without care, man. Okay, all right, this place is definitely dealing without care, man. You know, everybody's doing what they will, man. You know, and living the pleasures of life. You see, okay, but what? Just like those sayings go, man. You know, karma's coming. You see, and this guy here, he can see it. You know, and he's probably, in a way, he's kind of prophesying. What he's saying is lining up with the scriptures, man. You know, okay. He said that everybody's going to turn on this place, man. And you're seeing it, man. You're seeing this place being alienating itself from everybody else, man. You see? All right, let's continue.
And you empowered them to do it. You could have stopped them if you wanted to, but you did not. And now, you will have to fight for your life. There's already of your cities where you guys, the whites, are minorities because of how much? I think they said 200 million immigrants that have streamed over your southern border already. 200 million. I don't know, millions. I don't know what the number, I can't remember the number, but millions of them. No, it's not 200 million. Must be in the millions, but because I saw a document that circulated at the UN in which Triple X clearly stated that they want 100 million immigrants in your country, then they will take your country over. That's you Americans. You guys that can pose on the televisions and so as the strong ones. The unbeatable army. You're fucked. They're going to take your homeland away from you. While you're waving the Star-Spangled Banners in other countries, they're going to take your homeland. You're going to find yourself in another country with fucking nowhere to go. And then they're going to come for you there.
And that goes into that being that fugitive and a vagabond, man. You know? This is one of the characteristics of E, man. Okay? That the Lord has put upon this man. All right? And this man is pretty much is living up to his standard, man, of living by that sword, his blessing, man. You see? Okay? But that tank, okay, that power was pretty much running down on E, man. Okay? You know, you never had in a time in history where people, these other nations, you know, pretty much are speaking boldly, okay, against this place, man, for the atrocities that are being carried out, you know, and it's only because it's just truth, you know, okay, the scriptures talk about, man, that their own tongue should fall upon themselves, you see. All right, real quick, this is Job chapter 22, verse 5. Is not thy wickedness great, and thy iniquities infinite? For thou hast taken a pledge from thy brother for naught, and stripped the naked of their clothing. You know, and you pretty much is really, this boils down to Jacob and Esau at the end of the day. You know, okay? You know, the power is going to transfer from one hand to the other. The power is going to transfer from one people to another. You see? The blessing, okay, is going to be transferred from one people to another. You see? It says, thou hast not given water to the weary to drink, and thou hast withholden bread from the hungry. You know, when it's lopsided, pretty much this lopsided setup this man has here, you know, this is what this is getting into, man. Okay? You know, morale is very low in this place, man. You know? And the reason why morale is very low in this place is because why? The people don't feel like they're getting it due. You know? The scriptures speak about that. Every hand shall be upon the wicked. Every hand of the wicked shall be upon them, man. You know, these people that are laboring and not pretty much are prospering, so to speak, man. You know? You see? So the people are saying, hey, what, all I need to do is just worry about my family. You know? And that's what's going to end up happening. You see? Okay? But he's saying now that what? These strangers, okay, that are here in the land are pretty much going to overtake this place. You see? You know, they pretty much see the writings on the wall, man. Okay? Once this system, and all they're looking for is another event to happen, that this money system is going to be done away with, man. Okay? All right? You're going to have chaos in the streets, man. You see? Right? But it says that you've been withholding drink to the weary and bread from the hungry. Right? It says, but as for the mighty man, he had the earth, and the honorable man dwell in it. You know? Okay, the Lord said, man, you're gonna have the servants pretty much walking and the servants on horses, and the kings walking on their feet, man, so to speak, man. You see? Okay? Then it said the mighty man have the earth. Okay? And that's through that blessing, man. The power of the sword. You see? It says, thou hast sent widows away empty, and the arms of the fatherless have been broken. Therefore snares are round about thee, and sudden fear troubleth thee. Or darkness that thou canst not see, and an abundance of waters cover thee. Is not the Most High in the height of the heaven? And behold, the height of the stars, how high are they? You see? And pretty much, man, hey, man, the snares are around about this place, man. This place is ultimately setting itself up for its own failure, man. You see? But once again, he's going to continue to point fingers. Okay? All right? Throwing stones from a glass house. Let's continue.
And there's not going to be help coming from the homeland because there won't be a fucking homeland. You may think I'm talking through my neck. You better go and check what is the plans, the evil plans that is now being executed to get you executed. And I'm afraid those plans are so far along that you guys can't get out of it. You cannot negotiate yourself out of that shit. You will have to fight yourself out of that shit. Now that's the difference between you and the Europeans and you and the British. Most of you Americans, and I'm talking about the conservative, right-minded people, most of you are capable fighters. And most of you can fight. And most of you are willing to fight. You are very much like us, the Boere. So you have a chance, but you better take that fucking chance while you still have the numbers. The British and the Europeans is fucked. If they want to fight back, they are going to have to depend on people in their middle ages, because those are people that could still fight. But you guys in America, you need to open your eyes and wake up and understand they are going to fucking slaughter you in your homes. That is their plans. Whether they're going to succeed, this will be on your hands. I have a strong suspicion that they're going to get a lot of resistance, and they're going to most probably lose against the conservatives. But those liberals in the cities, they are fucked. But it's going to be good riddance. That's what I...
And this is why the main reason why they did emasculize a lot of people in the society, man. Okay? All right? These people have turned into low-hanging fruit, so to speak. Okay? This is what this man's pretty much going into. But people, you have people here that are pretty much, in a land where you have more guns than people, they have to thread real privately to come against the people. You see? Okay? Because why? It's because how this place was established, man. This place was established on the Constitution, man. And everything they're doing now is to destroy that, And they're giving, setting up pretty much pressure from above, pressure from below, and setting up these new decrees, okay? That's the solutions that they're coming up with, and it's slowly taking away the people's rights. Now, he's talking about these E's that's on, out there on the land and pretty much trying to live off grid, and he's saying that they're gonna fight, but they're gonna fight for just their own household, at the end of the day, okay? But he mentioned about what they're gonna come to the house and slaughter people, man. Okay, that's gonna be part of that Jacob's trouble, man. You see, all right, and whatever martial law that's coming down the pipeline, man. You see, all right. Real quick, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not for the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill. But time and chance happen to them all. And pretty much, when you go into the book of Daniel, and you're going to talk about these empires that came and went, okay, we down to the toes now. This place is pretty much on its way out, man. Time and chance happen to everything, right? Everybody, right? It says, for a man knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. Okay, and this is what's gonna happen right now, man. Okay, people are pretty much are settled on their leads, man. You see?
Say. So, let me end this. and just tell you what you guys have been doing around the globe, killing, destroying, butchering, and stealing. You allowed your governments to do it. The universe is coming back for revenge, because the universal law is clear. It never allows anything to stay out of balance for too long, and then the pendulum swings back. And if you...
That's a great point that he made. You know, nothing stays out of balance for so long. And he said that the pendulum swings back, right? All right, that goes into that, those sayings, man. You know, what goes around, what comes around goes around, so to speak. You know, the chicken's pretty much coming home to roost. You know, okay, all right. You reaping what you sow. Okay, the Lord Himself deals with balance. Okay, and equity and justice. You see, so it has to be somewhere a balance to come. You see, okay, right? Let's go to real quick. Let's go to Psalms. Chapter 11, verse 4. Yahweh is in His holy temple. Yahweh's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. Okay, so He gave power. Okay, through Isaac gave this man power. All right, he is Isaac as well, but He gave him power. Okay, and pretty much now you're seeing the manifestation of what He did with that power of the sword, man. That blessing that He gotten, you know, which really is just a consolation prize. Okay, you see, but it says, the Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence His soul hateth. Okay, right? Upon the wicked He rains snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. You know, and this is what's coming, man. Okay, you know, we're seeing now. You know, Russia pretty much had their V-Day, and man, this is going to be an epic battle, man. Okay, that is a very strong nation that's in order and it's intact, man. Okay, and the Lord pretty much is going to sanctify Himself through Gog. You see, all right. It says, for the righteous, the Lord loveth righteousness. His countenance doeth behold the upright. You know, okay, and we gonna get out of this whole thing, man. You know, but unto the wicked, man, you know, what is how to do to display that statues, man. You know, okay, you know, though joining hand in hand, the wicked should not be acquitted, man. You see. So, you know, anybody pretty much getting caught up in trying to save this damn devil is going to be to naught, man. You see?
You're an objective thinker, a realist, and you look at facts. You don't look at bullshit. You have to come to the conclusion that payback is coming your way, and you will have to decide how are you going to handle that payback. And I'm not saying for 1 minute that all of you needs to be wiped out. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying to you that you, ordinary citizens of Europe, Britain, Canada, and USA, you allowed your governments to commit atrocities in your name. You allowed them, and now you will pay on behalf of them. They are not going to pay because they are too clever. They will deflect the shit onto you. So you not only have to fight the real enemy that comes for you, you will have to fight the snakes and the cockroaches in your midst as well. So you've got 2 enemies. The world enemy that is coming for revenge, and the cockroach enemy that is in you.
And that's a 2-front war, okay? And he's really getting into that civil war, man. Okay, civil war is coming here to the shores of Babylon, man. Okay, and they've done it through predictive programming, man. Okay, they put the movies already out, man. Okay, there's receipts behind this thing. It's not no type of seat theory thing. Okay, this is a real thing. You can see the writings on the wall, man. You can see the people's anxiety is at an all-time high these days, man. You know, People fly off the handle much more quickly. Okay, all right. Pretty much when you even going into the everyday travels, man. Hey, a little fender bender, man, can turn deadly, man. You see? Okay, evils is heaping upon this place, man. And he's speaking about the migrant issue. Okay, all right. He said the snakes and the cockroaches amongst his people. Okay, pretty much in amongst the people that you pretty much been dwelling here with, to try to make try to chase that white picket fence, so to speak. Okay, you're gonna be fighting brother against brother. You see? Okay, the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You see? One realm versus another realm. You see? One people against another people, man. Okay? The scriptures are already getting into this. So there's going to be pretty much a all-out royal battle royale, so to speak. Okay? All right? This is going to be a war on two fronts, man. Okay? Because he's speaking about how the other nations, man, are pretty much going to come up against this place, man. And it's in the scriptures, man. Okay? The scriptures said, the Lord said, man, shoot at her. And spare not. You know? Let's continue.
Your midst, that is, some of them are your family. You have to do that. And that is going to be hell. Ask me, as a Boer. We have got the same problem here. These Afrikaners are evil, and they are in among us. But we are willing to fight, and we are capable. I know in America there's a lot of capable men. Europe got a major problem. I have a funny feeling. If I look at the people that are most vocal about the shit that is heading their way in Europe are women. And it doesn't surprise me, because I know, and I've always believed, that women are actually mentally stronger than men. Men relies on...
And hey, he may be stronger than you Edomites. The woman may be stronger than Edomites, though. The scriptures speak about how the widows of you people, man, are not going to weep, man. You see? Okay? This all goes back to that scene in Scarface. Okay? Between Al Pacino, Al Pacino and Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay? When he pretty much, after he killed off the character of Frank, you know, the other drug lord, you know, what did he do? He went to Frank's house and went for the wife and woke her up and said, come on, go get your stuff. You know, pretty much he had the suit on all bloodied, and she said, where's Frank? And he's like, pretty much, hey, you know what happened to him? You know, pretty much he was gone. You know, by his own hands he killed him, man. You know, what was she gonna do? Kick and scream and say, I don't want to go with you? You know, because she stated that she didn't like him. But women understand power, man. Okay, and women understand a power shift, so to speak. You know, okay. You see, that woman that played the character, she didn't fight him. She had no choice but to go with him. Okay, why? It's because he was her financial provider now, so to speak. Okay, you see, but this guy here, he's in a land where he doesn't even belong. You see, and he's fighting pretty much the natives of that land, man. This guy, he's coming from South Africa. You see, okay. But besides the point, you know, he knows that hell's coming to this place, man. He's looking from the outside on in. You see?
Lot on muscle. Women knows that they can't rely on muscle, so they rely on inner strength. And I listen to Eva and I can hear she's not going to be a pushover. And I can just imagine the attacks and resentment and brutality that is directed at her through Satan's cockroaches. I can imagine it. And she has my empathy. Because the cockroaches are determined to eat us. That's for sure. But I've said my say. You can listen to this, think about it. You can switch away from the channel. You can be more of a angry. I mean, hell of a angry. But that's not my problem. It's your problem. It is you that don't want to look reality in the eyes. For almost 80 years, You Europeans, Canadians, British, and Americans allowed your governments to go around the world and kill people, destroy infrastructure, blow buildings to pieces that are 200 and 500 and 1,000 and 2,000 and 3,000 years old. You destroyed it, your governments. You allowed them. But I said this morning to a friend of mine, the biggest problem for the Americans is that they have never been placed in a position where missiles hit one of their big cities and blow 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away. And they have to dig with their bare hands to find their loved ones under the rubble. You've never experienced it. You're sitting there. 80% of you are so obese you can't move properly, munching on your burgers and chips, watching your televisions, playing your TV games while your government use you.
And that's the vision that they have of these Americans here, man. You know, okay, overweight, sitting in a lazy boy chair, with the eating a sandwich that's twice the size of his face. You know, double chin, fat Edomite. Okay, with a football jersey on, watching the football game, man. Okay, with an extra large, colossal big gulp next to him, man. Okay, this is how they look at the Americans, man. This is the image that comes up, man. All right, this is the only morbidly obese nation in the world, man. Okay, why? It's because of his diet, man. You see, a lot of the foods that are being eaten here are banned in Europe, man. Okay, you see, sugar is the worst enemy. You know, like at least in these other European countries and around the world, you know, they use pure sugar cane for a lot of their products. You know, that require something sweetener, so to speak. You know, and that's just one thing I'm just naming. You know, a lot of the stuff that we eat here is banned in other countries, man. You see, but you see the nakedness, man. The skirt is being lifted up. You see, okay, all right. The world is looking at this place, man, in great disdain, so to speak. You see, all right. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealt treacherously, and they dealt treacherously, not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Okay? See, and then just basically that's balance right there. You know, that's pretty much, that's all ordained from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know, okay? You see? And his fate as well with raising the balance though, man. You know? But he's zeroing in on this place here and what the world sees, man. You know? We can't get around, it is what it is, man. You know, just the reason why they want to get rid of these little, get straight to the point, man. You see? All right? All right, so I'm probably going to play a little bit more of it. There's probably a little bit left, and then we're going to close out. So let's hear a little bit more of what he has to say.
Your soldiers to butcher people on the other side of the globe from you doesn't touch you. You don't have to flee for your life. You've never had the need to flee for your life. But now, the triple X cockroaches is amongst you. They're gonna fucking eat you alive. They're gonna take your burger out of your hand before they slit your throat. You have got a big problem. But who am I? A boer here from South Africa. What the fuck do I know? I know nothing. But I'm telling you, I'm staring into the fire and I see the coals. But most important, I see the ashes. You got away with what you were doing to other people for too long. Your governments did the things in your name. Think about that.
And that's pretty much the point there. You see? You know, they pretty much see the writings on the wall, man. You know, people here can't see it. You see? All right? This place is going to be touched, man. You know? Okay? What the scriptures say? This place says, I sit as a queen. You know, I shall not see adversity. You know? But the Lord said what? That these things shall happen in an instant, man. Death and widowhood, man. You know? Okay, so I'm gonna end it there, and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom.